Good. So let's start once again, but now by modeling the proper face, the full face. And yeah, so just uh, reviewing the infos that we said, we're gonna start by using the head, the sphere shape, like, and then we can grab just a little bit more the sides. And one thing that I also like to do when I'm blocking out the head is to start by grabbing a little bit of the front and the lower part, just like this. So this way we're gonna have the format of the head, right? And then we can, let me do a Dynamesh already. Okay, and so just for you to follow what we did, we're gonna have like this these two lines, right? That one will be the middle of that sphere shape and will be the eyebrows, and other will be the base of nose. Okay, so what I can do here is start by using the clay build-up brush, and then we can, oh wait, then we can start by doing the orbit for the eyes. Okay, just exactly how we did with the cranium. In the middle we can add the volume for the nose. These are the steps that I use it most of the time when I'm blocking out a head. Here I can add a little bit of volume for that region that we made the superciliary arches. Here I can add some volume for the zygomatic. Here I can use like Dam standard brush and make a C curve for the temporal and remove some volume here just to mark a little bit the temporal line. Then into this part here in the middle we can add a volume for the mouth, and then from here we can start to make the chin. And do you remember in the middle length of this distance we're gonna have like another axis, and from this we can start to make the curvature for the chin, just like this. But remember that the chin will be inside the zygomatic. Okay, and then you can add more volume for this part of the jaw, just like this, right? So this we can already start to see the head, just exactly the same that we did here with the cranium. So you can grab a little bit more the nose, and you guys remember that we did a curvature diagonal line coming from this part of the nose, the nasal bone. Do you remember the nasal bone here? And then we grab it like for the middle distance of the jaw, right? So it'll be more for this point here, and then we can go into our model with the Dam standard brush with a great size. Like, always pay attention to the size that I am using for this distance, for the size of the brush that I'm using, right? So with this distance, if I use the Dam standard brush, for example, it will create kind of this depression. If I use this distance, it will create kind of this depression, right? So let's use here the dumb standard brush and grab it for there. So this way we can create the plane, the proper plane for the zygomatic, right? Just as you can see it here. And once we do this, we can adjust the same cylinder for the mouth, just like this. And yeah, this way we already block out the head in a very fast and simple way. And from this we can start to make the features of the head just as we did, right? So the first, following the steps once again, we make the holes for the eyes, the eye orbit. Then in the middle we push it first. We first made those two lines, right? One in the middle of the sphere and another in the almost in the base, like in the same distance from here. Here will be the beginning of the hairline, and here will be the end of chin. So here we have this distance, which will be the same of this distance and the same of this distance here. Okay, so in the middle we have this. The beginning of the jawline, and also what it could do here is to mask from the middle to the back. We could mask the general form for the ears. We can invert the mask, and then with the move brush, once we press Alt key, we're gonna move it like this toward the axis of the face that we are pushing. If we grab it here, it's gonna move like this. If we grab it here, it's gonna move like this, and here like this, here like this. It will move along its normal axis. So move brush with Alt key pressed. I can grab it like this and then move it more like so. Just like this, okay? And from that we can recalculate Dynamesh once again and remove a little bit of the volume. Okay, and then we can start to blend it here, and also start to blocking out the sphere, or the ears, just as we did, removing some volume in the middle, just like this. Okay, after we can continue with the ears, but just as I said, it's always good to always working a little bit in everything and not being too much concerned with just one part, right? Here would be exactly that volume for the masseter that we said, and now we can continue by using some clay build-up, some dumb standard brush. From here you can start to make the nose. And also, do you remember that that region that I said that we would have a mass like here, right? So let's add a little bit of volume for this mass over here. right? Just like this, we can start to blocking out the head from the structures that we learned, the anatomy structures. Okay, and then I'm gonna use that same eyes, the same eyeballs. So let me try here. Okay, I forgot to continue with that organization. Look here, I could grab a little bit more and make it match on the features that we made. Okay, and then here I do believe we can start to raise up a little bit of our Dynamesh resolution, so we're gonna be able to add more details and start to blocking out the features, right? And so the same we can start for you know, just let me first show you what we did. This distance will be one of the thirds, right? Here we have 1/3, 1/3, and another third, and this last third here we can separate the in 3 parts. This would be the beginning of the chin, this would be the mouth. Good. So if we have it here and here, we can start by drawing, oh wait, drawing the middle of the mouth, like here. Right? And then we can use the DEM standard brush to pull in a little bit of the middle, just like this. Pay attention to the size of my brush, right, when I'm doing this. Do you guys remember what I said about the size? Look here. Oh no, what is this? Look it here. Oh no. Let me leave it, yeah, just like here. I have this side and for my DEM standard brush, so what I did, it did this cut in the surface, right? If I have a little bit less of the size, what will be the cut? Look, the size and the cut. So it's all related to the size of the DEM standard brush that you are using. Okay. And then here we can better make we did the depression in the middle. Right? And then to this part we can make this cut. And then adjust the volumes, the general volume. Here you can make this region just as the muscle, like this. And what is missing here? The node, right? Here we have the node, that portion of volume in the corner of the mouth. And then once again with the dumb standard brush, we can push a little bit of the volume there, and then we can adjust the size of mouth. Let's recalculate a little bit the Dynamesh. Good, so here we have the chin and then the continuation for the jaw. Here you can fill with some volume, and do you remember what we have here? The muscle, like this. Okay. I'm adjusting a little bit of the general look in there, and then let's go for the nose. Do you remember what we have? The nose is very important, that this point here in the middle will be forward than this point in the lateral wing, right? Let's make the holes here for the nose and recalculate the Dynamesh like this. And do you remember the structures that we have here in the nose? What we're gonna have here? We're gonna have that structure. We can make like a cut here, and then we add that structure in the middle, which will comes like in this direction here. And then to draw it better, the wings, and then here the nasolabial fold, we can refine it a little bit. This part will be thinner than the part with the bone, right? And then let's go now and refine the eyes portion and also the side. Here we can adjust based to I'll go back, based on the cranium we did, just to be closer to what we have there. Okay. After we can refine a little bit more all this. Okay.